One thing we've talked about here on 10-Minute Drill is the power of a few left-wing aligned big banks like JP Morgan Chase, Bank of America, and others. The White House hosted JP Morgan Chase CEO Jamie Dimon and several other bank leaders for a dinner. With that dinner as a backdrop, earlier this week, Florida Attorney General James Uthmeier announced an investigation into JP Morgan Chase for their debanking of President Trump and his family.
We're aware that JP Morgan Bank solicited tons of information from Trump media, unrelated to their business practices, and we believe provided sensitive banking information to the Department of Justice. So if there indeed was intentionality there, an effort to tank the stock, we could be talking about serious implications.
So the Florida Attorney General is making some very serious claims there, specifically against JP Morgan Chase and the fact that they may have intended to tank the stock of the Trump media group pretty soon before going public. But he also talked in the interviews about this investigation about the debanking of the Trump family, where JP Morgan Chase went even further and even debanked poor Barron Trump, which is fairly outrageous. At the same time this is going on, these banks are lobbying the Trump administration to give them more control. As these CEOs were at the White House, a group called Save Our States ran a campaign warning the White House not to cozy up too much with these banks because of their nefarious intentions. Don't let big banks charge a toll on our data. Big banks want to crush Trump's innovation agenda. Save Our State's founder, Trent England, wrote in Breitbart, as the Trump administration reviews financial regulations, it faces a simple question. Should the future of American banking belong to ordinary Americans or corporate elites? Rule 1033 is about freedom, competition, and the right of every American to control his or her own financial destiny. So as Save Our States and a number of other groups have highlighted, the dichotomy here is very, very important. Open banking is about letting people use whatever kind of tools, apps, and things they like, versus letting Jamie Dimon, who was willing to debank Barron Trump because of his father's political views, should they be in control or should normal people be in control? And that's where this regulatory fight comes down.